whoever it is that you're seeing on screen.
And I have to share with you that when I first met her in November in Park City, Utah, I was moved to the point of inspiration myself. So without further ado, please welcome the wonderful Kim Tantonko from Richmond, BC.
My name is Kim and I agreed to learn how to DJ in just 30 days. As a Filipino, I've been around music pretty much my whole life. There'd be music at parties, music at church, music at home. Both my dad and my brother are professional musicians. I just never found my instrument. This 30-day project would entail me attending 30 lessons that were both one-on-one and group lessons. And then at the end of the 30 days, I was to perform a set at a club. So on day one, I was feeling pretty nervous, but at the same time confident. You know, I was thinking to myself that I have rhythm, I can follow a beat, this can't be too hard. So my teacher Relik spent about 2 hours with me on that first day, and I just familiarized myself with all the equipment. I learned how to play a track and mix another track with it. It was a pretty good day.
So I want you to put these headphones on. Perfect. Okay, good. So when you're DJing, you always want to have one headphone on, one off.
Oh, so you can hear.
Yeah. It's not just to look cool. I've seen DJs have both on. The song ends or something happens and the song that's playing just ends.
And they miss it.
And they're still going like,
oh no! On Tuesdays, I was to join a ladies only scratch club. This was scary. It actually gave me anxiety thinking about having to be a part of this class. Instead of everyone having a you can't sit here kind of attitude, everyone was really welcoming.
Don't be scared. Let's go for it. So take it back.
Your main focus is just moving the record up and down. If you're listening to the beat, it's going like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna stab on every beat. You got this.
Everyone was really encouraging. They were excited about my project and they were really patient in teaching me how to learn all the basic scratches. This was the first taste I had of what this community is really like.
My name is May and I've been DJing for a little bit over 5 years.
Hey, I'm Flipout and I've been DJing since I was 13.
I'm DJ Relik. I've been DJing for 18 years now.
DJ Wundrkut. I've been around turntables and scratching since 1998. I used to watch my brothers make pause tapes. So they would just like record like 4 bars of something and then loop it between 2 tape decks.
Growing up, I liked just being in hip hop. Breakdancing was something that I was really into before. I wasn't that good at it. I'll play the music. You guys can dance to it. I started DJing like b-boy jams and battles. Being behind the decks, I felt more comfortable than actually being on the dance floor.
When I started DJing, I was 14 years old and I got into rap music at the same time because it featured DJs. So I was playing records and I was trying to blend them, but I didn't know what BPM was.
After week 1, my homework was to go to the club where I would eventually be playing, just so I could familiarize myself with the environment, with the type of music, with the people. Honestly, I didn't want to go. I thought of every excuse to not go. Feeling sick, explosive diarrhea, gotta wake up early the next day. The reason I didn't want to go was because this was a really unfamiliar world for me. I never really went to the clubs in my teens and 20s. While my friends would be partying, I would either be studying, working on a business. And this is mainly because my mom is your typical strict Filipino mom. She'd be like, "Clubbing? Huh? You better think about your life. My God, they have drugs in the club. You want to be a drug dealer?" Before this project started, to be honest, I thought DJing was really simple. You know, you turn some knobs here and there, you scratch a little here and there, throw your hands up, look good, play songs. You're a DJ. It's hard.
A lot of people think that were button pressers.
I don't think people or like general public understand the idea that DJs can kind of control energy in the room.
The biggest misconception that people have about DJing is that anyone can do it. It's so easy. You can just pick it up and like, oh my gosh, I can totally DJ. Usually in like a kind of a condescending way towards the art and culture of DJing. Like, oh, I can do this. Oh, they're just playing songs. It's not that easy, man.
Should I come in?
Pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot. Got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I'm all the best weed cause I got it going on. I'm a fan.
Wait, is the song over? I tried. Get ready to
It
just sounds bad. No, that's bad.
What I didn't expect from this journey was that I would be affected mentally and emotionally. I was put in a world that was really unfamiliar for me. Being in an uncomfortable position was like putting a mirror right in front of me, and I had no choice but to look at who I really was. I was scared, I was fearful, I was uncomfortable with the fact that I didn't know how to do everything. I realized that I don't need to know how to do everything. I just need to do what I know how to do. And for me, that was showing up and putting my heart into everything. So that's exactly what I did. Often I'd be the first one here and the last person to leave, and I just kept doing that over and over again because at that time, that's all I knew how to do. So the big night arrives, and at this point I had practiced so much that I was actually feeling pretty calm about it. The footage here is pretty dark, but at least you can hear what's going on. And I just want to give a shout out to all the friends who showed their support, whether in spirit or in person. I really appreciate it. That was a really happy night for me. Table Tutors first approached me about this project, I didn't want to do it. I couldn't see how it could fit into my life. I thought, this is not really me. Now it's like, you can't even get me out of here. I'm here all the time. So many of the DJs in this community have been doing it for so many years, and it makes me think that, you know what, there's gotta be something special about this. Something special not just about DJing, but about the community of DJs, about the culture, about the music. And the cool thing is, everybody does it for different reasons, and everybody stays doing it for different reasons.
When I started, I didn't really have anybody to start with. Out of all of my friends, a lot of them were into basketball, sports and other things. And DJing was just my thing, right? So anytime I wanted to get away, I could just put on headphones and just practice mixing or cut it up. Yeah, so regardless of how I'm feeling that day, I just knew that, I could get away, whether I'm DJing in front of people or just by myself.
I believe that one of the things that keep people going in anything in life is the emotion that they've attached to it. So like with working out, people attach relaxation or confidence. What is it that kept you DJing all these years still today, and probably for many more years to come?
That's a really, really good question. I've actually never heard anyone ask that before. The answer is clear to me. This is like it's super personal, and it's gonna sound crazy. It like helps me with anxiety, where if I'm DJing, I'm relaxed and I'm focused on music, and I get so into it that I don't have any time to feel anxious about anything. I'm an introvert, so when I'm DJing, I'm actually so comfortable because I get to be in a party, in a social atmosphere, but I have a barricade. I have a barricade in front of me. The turntables and the mixer, the DJ booth is like, okay, you guys are there, I'm here, we're all having a good time, but like I'm like an introvert, I'm an anxious person sometimes. So when I'm DJing, I'm in my safe, it's like a safe spot.
Can anyone really DJ in just 30 days? Yes, but there's a fine print. You have to put in the time, the commitment, you have to give it your all, you have to show up. You have to show up not just physically, but mentally as well. Be open to learn and just be a good student. You might think that that's really simple, but when things get uncomfortable, that's the real test of whether you're still gonna show up, whether you're still gonna be willing to learn.
Practice is the biggest thing. Practice. I'm guilty for that too. I would stay up because I knew that if it's something I want, and I wanted it so badly, that I just had to work a lot for it. So if you want something, go get it. If you want to be a DJ, practice hard.
I just want to say a special thanks to Table Tutors and to everybody in this community. You guys have been such a big part of my life, and I'm so grateful for all of the support and all the encouragement that you guys have given me. In the midst of all the craziness during this 30-day journey, all the anxiety, all the fear, I was reminded of a quote that I watched in the movie Coach Carter. It goes a little something like this. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant? Who am I to be gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So if there's anything you get from my 30-day journey, I hope it's that you realize that you can do it too. Whatever it is that you want to do, wherever your heart is, you can do it. Put your back into it. This is DJ Lola K signing off.